Good morning, everyone. It is just after 7. Last night was really rough on Danny, I believe. He was coughing a lot. I think cold number 3 is hitting him a little hard. I am going all in on the zinc. I don't know if it actually works or if it's psychosomatic. Is that the word? Placebo effect, but it does. I borderline forgot yesterday and started to panic, and of course it was also when my allergy medicine starts to wear off in the evening. But I think I'm okay. Ear's still a little clogged. I don't really have that sick feeling. I just feel a little bit swollen, a little bit congested. No, just mostly swollen, I guess. And the ear kind of hurts a little bit. But I'll take this over being worse. I'm going to continue on and knock on wood, everything stays good. But yeah, Danny was suffering. I was awake whenever he was coughing. 3 a.m. It was really bad for him, and he got up and I think he probably took some NyQuil. I put my mask on at that point, and whenever the coughing would be allowed, I pulled it up just because my anxiety keeps me awake when there's coughing around me now. Can you get PTSD from like germs? No, I'm asking seriously because it gives me anxiety. And I wouldn't think it's that severe. I think just if it gives me anxiety, it would be the better way to explain it. Anyway, he is in bed. I got Sebastian up a little later than usual, 6:20-ish instead of 6:10, 6:15, because I was like, I'm just going to do my Korean first because I feel like we always have so much extra time. So I did that, got him up, but he was going really slow. And then we got him dressed, brought him down. We were discussing, he wants me to come to his lunch for the first time today, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I have to walk over. I don't have my car. It is still not there. It's an empty spot. I'm supposed to get it today, I think. But yeah, we were discussing that. He wanted this tuna salad kit that I had purchased, but it looked too complicated for him to actually do himself, and then you have to get the ones where it's pre-mixed. But so I decided to mix it here at home and make it into a sandwich like he wanted. But I put 2 cooler packs. It's sandwiched between ice packs because I'm paranoid about like mayonnaise and stuff. So hopefully that stays cold. He does have an early lunch at 10:55, I think. I need to look at the picture I took of his schedule back at the beginning of the year and confirm, because I need to just show up at the school right at lunch, which is a little tricky when you're walking over, but I'll make it work. So yeah, I made that. He also wanted breakfast part 1 because he eats school breakfast. And he wanted breakfast part 1 to be something that takes time. English muffin toasted with peanut butter. He did make it through half of it, but yeah, he never has enough time or stomach awakeness to eat a full breakfast. So I let him buy school lunch for $2.10. So he was doing that. I was making his lunch. I had to pee. I also went upstairs quietly and loaded up my little pocket pouch with 3 zincs. I do hope to get into the bathroom before I have to go to school because I didn't do my hair. I was gonna go up there and brush it and use the hot iron on it to make it look nice. So hopefully I can get in there before school. I don't have shoes on either, I have slippers on. But yeah, I was doing all that, and then I get a buzz on my watch and it's the alert that I had to be out at the bus in 5 minutes. I'm like, finish packing his lunch, get his socks and shoes on and his hoodie and fill his water and out the door. So yeah, did that. Danny had messaged right before my alert saying he was staying in bed, probably because he had to take like also late and was feeling rotten. And got back at the bus stop. Just woke Jax up. Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing everything for him, breakfast and packing lunch. Then I do need to go upstairs and get shoes on. Should have done that before when I went up. I need to get shoes so I can walk the dog. Maybe I'll sneak up and do that now. No, I don't. I just went up there. I need to wait. Okay. Yeah. I'll see you later.
I do not know much.
Everyone, I just got back from, well, I'm on my way back from lunch with Sebastian. That was loud, but adorable. I was surrounded by little girls. The boys seemed to be on one end of the table and the girls on the other. Sebastian was pretty close to the boys' side, but I just got surrounded by girls. I mean, when you have Princess Mermaid hair, got a lot of questions about that. A lot of, Sebastian, is that your mom? The neighbor boy who lives across the street, he was like, oh, amazed that I was there. He's like, I know you. Anyway, yeah, I had to waste some time. I got there too early, so I went over to another part of the neighborhood and waited on a shady bridge and came back, and then I still had like 3 minutes to wait till the official lunchtime. You go in and you give them your ID. And they print out a badge. I'm trying to walk pretty fast, so excuse me if I'm out of breath. Still don't have lung capacity. But yeah, there's a little couch, so I waited on that until it was pretty much time, and then I moved closer and spotted his teacher. Did I spot the teacher first? Maybe I spotted one of his classmates first. And then his teacher. Yeah, he was so excited to see me. So I lined up with them, went to their table, sat with them. They had said there was a family table in the hallway, but there was enough space. And he really wanted me to come only if I sat with his friends. So I had to deal with my germ anxiety. I had a mask, but I ended up walking in with it in my hand and just being like, putting it in my pocket, because what are you gonna do? You're sitting there eating. At least it's a short lunch. But my buzzing car out there. Anyway, it went fine. We ate lunch. I'll probably talk more about it later. And then I lined up with them to walk back to the classroom. As they went in, the teacher said she wanted to call at 3 and just catch up. I know he's missed so much, so we'll see what she has to say. But yeah, I'm back in street sign zone, so I'll see you later. Friends, oops, I just heard the little sound the camera makes when you start it, and I'm always on silent mode, but I just switched my case and it always bumps that. Hello, I just took a really hot bath. It was wonderful. But I think I sweated off some of my eyeliner. What do you think? Anyway, Sebastian just got in the bath. Josh just got out of the shower. Sebastian got out of the bath because he's got to poop. So that's what he's doing. I don't know if he's going to call me. Probably. But for now, let's chat. I guess I talked to you a little bit on the way home from school. But I can't remember what I did say. Anyway, it was fun and adorable, but loud. I got there a little early and waited on a couch in the hallway until I spotted his class, and then joined into their line to the table and got to sit with them. They did have a little sad table. It looks like detention out in the hall that she said I could sit at. She's like, I warn you, it's loud. She certainly didn't stay in there. They have adults with large trash cans zooming around the room at all times, cleaning up garbage. The garbage does not stay long on the table. I think the kids enjoy throwing things out. One girl bought school lunch and sucked the juice out of her orange slices, but didn't open the grilled cheese sandwich or the chocolate milk, and she's like ready to throw it away. And the lady's like, you don't want the sandwich? Not even the milk? Not even a little bit? And nope, she did not. And I look at her and I go, oh. And she does the same thing. She's like, these kids, every day I throw out so much food and I'm not allowed to give it to anybody else. But yeah, Sebastian ate half of everything, I'd say. I give him a half sandwich, so I can't make it any smaller. They don't have a ton of time. He drank all the juice. It was a little juice box. He ate a cookie first because he spotted the Chips Ahoy cookies that I got for Jax. And they're way too large of packs for him. He ended up eating 2, and I brought those home. He also had some crackers in it because it came with the tuna salad kit. I didn't think he needed them, and he didn't, but he ended up wanting one before I grabbed those and put those in my bag to bring home. But yeah, I think I mentioned that when I walked back to the classroom, the teacher said she'd call me at 3. So I get home. I had a little bit of time. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. I think the hair. There's a little bit of time before Sebastian got out of school, but I went to the bus stop and got him. Danny came out this time too, even though this morning he was feeling rough. he still has this cough that he just can't stop. So I guess it was like Sebastian, we were like, just stop, just try to control it. And it's not doing any good. It's not productive. I've only had productive coughs. But yeah, he's stuck with that right now. But he did come out for pickup. Sebastian came out, and then he's like, we gotta go right away to pick up your car. I'm like, ooh, I would call at 3. So we just tried to go as quickly as we could. It was like a 15-minute drive. We got there right at 3. She didn't call immediately, so we did have time to go back. They showed the car. It looks the same to me, but they put a clear wrap or something on it to keep it from getting scratched. It's worth it if you're going to keep it for a long time, like I keep my cars, and then sell it with low mileage and no scratches. It's like we get so much money back because I just don't drive a ton and I'm real careful. But yeah, as soon as they pulled the car out of the garage for me, because I wasn't doing that, sorry, I just heard Danny yell shit really loud. They're playing Fall Guys together. He figured out he could do it on the Xbox, so I've already deleted it. Let me see if he needs me. But as soon as I pulled out of the back of this industrial park. Are you done, or are you still doing it?
What?
You good? Don't take too long.
I think I'm done.
Alright, you can clean yourself up. I feel like there's something on my face. I see something out of the corner of my eye. Do I just see my hair? Yeah, my phone rang with the elementary school name. I had my phone all hooked up to the car, so just push a button and answer. I let her know that, she knew I was picking up my car. I was like, yeah, I got my car, I'm just driving home, it's just me, so you're good to go. But I had luckily just started navigation to get me home, and I just did the default. And Danny is like, oh, it's so easy, just right, left, right. I'm like, that means nothing to me. It's already gone out of my head. And I was listening to his teacher, so I can't really focus on thinking about some directions somebody told me. So I was just following what my car was telling me. It would beep, and then my watch would go tap, 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 tap. The beep would be like a warning, and I'm good at turning too soon, so the watch like taps me until I actually get to it. So, oh, hold on, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Trying to think of what I was saying. I think I was just talking about how I was following the navigation so that I could listen to her. So I went a totally different way than Danny went, but I had no clue until she told me that. And I never did see him pass me, which he would have because he goes faster than me. But basically, she said there was a few benchmarks on his reading placement testing that just barely were under the threshold where anything below it they intervene. And I'm glad that he wasn't just over. I'm glad that he's just under, because I always have struggled with getting him to read and write. When he has all the basic building blocks, he knows what all the letters say, he just gets frustrated that he can't immediately do it perfect. So I was like, that's great. He gets to come out once a week and have a reading teacher work in a small group with him. I'm like, perfect. That sounds good. Maybe it will help him deal with his frustration and give him more confidence. And then the other thing she brought up, something I brought up in the past to his doctor, was his speech is difficult to understand. I've brought it up twice in yearly exams. First, and then both times they're like, oh, we understand about 75% of what he says, so I think it's fine, and it's something he'll grow out of as he grows and his mouth grows. If you're interested, we can give you referrals. But both those were during the pandemic, and they're like, we really don't like the virtual speech therapy they've been doing. You could also talk to the school system. Even though you homeschool, you can go and get evaluated. They have to evaluate anybody that asks in the county. So I'm like, well, if they say he doesn't need it, he's going to go out of, we'll deal with it. But I'm the one that's always having to translate what he says to everybody. But yeah, his teacher says his friends struggle to understand him sometimes. And I can see that. I bet they're like, Mrs. Batouche, I can't understand what Sebastian's saying to me. Because I've been there every day. So what they're gonna do, she was asking permission to have the speech therapist evaluate him, and then they would discuss it and see if he needs intervention. So they call everything intervention. It sounds like drugs because that's the only time I've heard that word. But yeah, that's what they call it. And per my own research while I was in the bath tonight, I guess if they do decide he needs speech therapy, he gets an IEP. I know many of you probably know what that is, but it's an individual education plan, I believe. And it would just set his goals and allow him to have specialized instruction in classes and therapy that he needs. How you doing?
It's good to be shower.
Okay, let me turn this off and I'll shower you again. I'm supposed to be his shower. So yeah, again, I said yes because that's always been a concern of mine. I'm like, yeah, that's great. No, please evaluate him. I'd love another opinion, and they're able to follow through if they decide he does. I don't know how the IEP process works, but yeah. So that was that. Lunch was fun. Sorry for the horrible video. I was trying not to get anybody in the shot. Nobody was sitting at the tables behind us except for a few of the adorable special ed kids that I actually had in my photography line when I volunteered. I recognized pretty much all 4 or 5 of them. I didn't get a really good look at the last one, but yeah, I was like, oh, I know those kids. They're so sweet. So I was trying not to get people in the video, and the lighting was terrible, and yeah, it was really unflattering for me, but I wanted to remember the occasion. And yeah, after that, I stopped in a grocery store, just got a few things, headed home, caught up with Jax's about his day, tortured myself with math homework with Sebastian, where he erased every single number he did at least 2 times, complaining that he hated it and he hated his writing and he hated everything, and this was so annoying. Wrote a note to his teacher because she had asked how homework was going, if we were still having drama, and I was like, I don't really know, we haven't been there. So now I know. And then I made soup, and Danny made groceries, and we ate, and I had a bath, and now I'm gonna say goodnight to you and edit this. So good night, stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.